uninterested in what I'm about to say.
Good morning, Tracy.
Oh my God, Matthew liked that one, dude. That was awesome. Or just
Because you know he's watching right now.
Yes.
With his sick day.
Yes. Fizz is sick today, and we are convinced it's because he is living vicariously through two people that had to sit through the Joker movie, the new one. Wow. Guys, you know how like once in a while something comes along and you're like, oh God, that's right. Like that happened, you know, like clear Pepsi. Remember that? And you're like, who allowed that?
Well, that was actually refreshing.
You know, like, and you're like, oh, like, refreshing. Why would they do that? And then you have something like this come along and they're like, why would they do that ever? Why would they make that movie? It is getting flamed on the reviews. And you and I both saw the new Joker flew out the blue, whatever it is.
You were asking me, was that, you know, what were the reviews saying? I was like, I don't want to read the reviews. I don't want the reviews to sway me because I've seen movies that had bad reviews and I was like, this is fine.
Yeah.
So afterwards, I was like, let me see what everybody else thought. Everybody says this movie's not good. This movie's not good.
Let me tell you, because you said you didn't do the reviews, I want you to look in a different conversation with Just Fizz yesterday at 11:50 a.m. I sent him the reviews because you had asked to not read them.
Yeah.
And one of them said, Joker fly to do a tedious, confused, and resentful sequel. Into which Fizz's response was, resentful is how we should describe our own show moving forward. Fair enough.
It's been like over 12 hours since we've seen that, and I'm still disturbed.
Yeah.
Look, the first movie was rated R. It has nothing to do with it being violent or like, it was like, that was that way. It made $1 billion and like, there was some brilliance to it. And we had never seen,
a great movie.
Like, he's not a superhero, but we've never seen like a comic book movie like that.
Yeah.
So there was something interesting to it. This was number one, a musical. We knew it was a musical going in. It wasn't necessarily a surprise.
It wasn't musical,
but like it was a bad musical.
Yeah.
Like Lady Gaga even said she purposely had to unlearn her talent to sing bad.
She said, yes, it's really weird, but it was a musical. Like this post show has been going on now for 3 minutes. If all of a sudden we just started singing a song and then went back to dialogue, because it wasn't.
And in my head, because
musical.
we're talking about crazy people here and the Joker and the characters, and I'm like, I envisioned creative ways they'd start singing.
I know.
And there were a few. But otherwise, he would just be like, you know, at the cafeteria getting some food. I want some broccoli. It is delicious. I'm in love. And maybe not like
and
that.
here's the other thing too is, okay, we've discussed this enough. If you haven't read the reviews and you're watching this and still want to go, that do you think?
Yeah.
It is two of the best characters ever written. This is the Joker and Harley Quinn. I am not into comic books and I know who these characters are. I know kind of the love story about how she was a doctor and he was her patient, like all of those things. It is not those characters. That is not who this is. This is somebody just saying, I'm going to continue talking the way I am, but now I am Margot Robbie. I'm going to just, and you're like, you're not. So you can't just call yourself that. It's the weirdest thing because everything these two characters did are not what they do.
If this was a movie, take the Joker and take the comic book element out of it. If this was just a movie about a crazy house, and I like, maybe I like, even then I still wouldn't like it. But at least it makes sense. You can't take characters that are this well known and just put your creative spin to it. That's what the first Joker movie, that was fine. The ending of it, me and you just looked at each other. We couldn't even say anything.
I couldn't, for it being that bad. And then the ending, I was like, Jesus. Like,
there was gasps.
Is this one of the worst movies you've ever seen?
It's the worst of the year. I saw a few Transformers movies that left me perplexed. But it's definitely up there.
I mean, we did have a lot of Blade to talk 1, 2, and 3 this week with the death of Chris Christopherson.
Classics.
You know, classics now. I want you to take Hubie Halloween, which we've now made on the show. Like, you know, Adam Sandler's Billy Madison looks like Shawshank Redemption because of Hubie Halloween. Still love Hubie Halloween.
So bad it's good.
Hubie Halloween looks like Shawshank Redemption to the garbage that we saw last night. I actually feel bad being this mean.
I would watch
I feel bad.
31 days straight of Hubie Halloween and never watch this again.
You should be so lucky.
Like, this was like an advanced screening, so we didn't have to deal with trailers. If there would have been one trailer, I'd have been gone before the end of the movie. I was in my last wit and at the very end, they kind of got you like a hook thing, like what's about to happen, and then something else happened. I'm like,
don't waste your money. Do not bring your kids.
Oh,
if
no.
they want to see this movie. I get it. I'm a boy mom and I got a 14-year-old that's working into like his Annabelles and The Conjuring and stuff like this. This is so dark into like mental health dark, in society dark. It's not scary like that. It's scary like
and side note,
darkness.
This movie single-handedly put back 30 years of do not smoke campaigns. 1,000 cigarettes. There's a lot of cigarette smoking in this movie.
We deserve a personal day.
I think, well,
Yes.
Fizz did it.
That's the
And
Fizz did it just hearing our review afterwards last night.
and you know he's not one to turn down a 4-day weekend. I don't think he's coming back tomorrow.
Why not?
We need to talk to the boss and say he needs to come in.
Probably not. He's gonna be like, let them get it all out of their system. Let them purge it out. Purge
No.
looks like the Barbie movie next to Joker last night.
Feel better, Fizz.
So Matthew, when are you buying your tickets? What show are you going to? Bye, guys.